What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and as you can see right there on this article from Bounding Into Comics, it is official. There will be a Harry Potter TV series. As it says here, Harry Potter TV series announced that will adapt J.K. Rowling's original books. You can tell by the graphic there, it's going to be a Max original, not Cinemax, but actually just HBO Max rechristened as just Max. I think that's a dumb idea, but whatever. So now we got the Max original Harry Potter television series, and they're going to go one by one through each of the books, okay? One season per book. I think, hey, whether or not you think that is a good idea or a bad idea, I'm kind of mixed on it, all right? There are some positives from doing a one season per book sort of adaptation. Number one, you can get deeper into the lore, okay? Harry Potter lore is super, super deep, all right? It's super deep. And they didn't even touch, not even close to half of the stuff that's in the novels. They didn't touch those in the movies, all right? So if you're going to do it, this is definitely the way to do it. Much better than doing a film adaptation. No. Just go ahead and deep dive. Let's get deeper into the lore. Let's be more faithful. Let's bring out the characters of Ludo Bagman, who, if you've never watched or read the books and you've only watched the film, you have no idea who Ludo Bagman is, okay? Or you don't get deeper into the character of Horace Slughorn, or you don't get to see all of the house elves or the house elves liberation front and all the stuff that was going down in the Goblet of Fire, okay? All of that stuff was barely touched on, like, you know, Victor Crumb was barely a character. Fleur Delacour was barely a character in those films, all right? In the novels, they're heavily fleshed out and they're phenomenal characters, and now we actually get more of a sense of what the Harry Potter books were, and the book fans like myself and other Potterheads, they'll absolutely love it. I think that they'll be fine with it. I think, again, just for the general public, they'll probably be like, we really didn't need all of this. Nevertheless, I think that's a good idea. But another thing I was thinking about is, I've wanted a Marauder series for a long, long time. I was thinking there's a possibility you could get a Marauders spinoff to come out of this show, okay? If they, set up the Marauders correctly, which they should once they get to the third book, okay? Then they can start kind of, okay, let's kind of guide our way towards a Marauders spinoff series, okay? That'll be a prequel to Harry Potter, obviously. And there's a lot of storylines that you can get into that. But I think the third and most interesting reason that they probably want to do this is that you don't have cast members that want to rock with Harry Potter right now, okay? You got Daniel Radcliffe, you got Emma Watson that are like, I don't want to be involved with anything that has to do with J.K. Rowling anymore. Like, all right, well then, you know what? Deuces to y'all. We'll reboot everything. We'll kick y'all to the curb. And so now we got stars and actors that we can work with going forward, okay? And anybody that joins in now, y'all ain't got no problems with J.K. Rowling. At least you better not. Because if you do, what are you doing here? Okay, you shouldn't be here. If you got a problem with this lady, go ahead and get up out of here. But if you don't have a problem, hey, we could use you for not only this, but, if after they finish with this series, if they want to move on to the Cursed Child, or if they want to tell future stories with Harry Potter, they can do so. All right. And so that would be smart for them to just kind of recast everything. So now we got a group of actors that we can continue to tell stories, not just the Harry Potter series, but we can continue to tell stories going forward. Okay. Daniel and Emma, it's been real. Peace. Nice knowing you. All right. And that's basically where it's at right now. So let's go ahead and jump into this article from Bounding Into Comics and get deeper. Warner Brothers Discovery announced that their newly rebranded streaming service Max ordered a new Harry Potter TV series that will adapt J.K. Rowling's original books. In a press release, Warner Brothers Discovery announced the series will be a faithful adaptation of the beloved Harry Potter book series by author and executive producer J.K. Rowling. The press release adds, the stories from each of Rowling's Harry Potter books will become a decade-long series produced with the same epic craft and love and care this global franchise is known for. Obviously, after Hogwarts Legacy, Harry Potter, the Wizarding World franchise, it's just got new life, okay? Fantastic Beasts, people are kind of like, whatever with the Fantastic Beasts. But you start this thing out with a television series that's going to deep dive and go deeper into the lore, into the individual books, okay? And it's going to flesh this thing out. Let me tell you, all the Potter heads out there, they're going to be down for this, all right? They are going to be absolutely down for this. I shouldn't say 100% of them, but probably 95% of the Potterheads are down for this adaptation. And, again, like I said, even though I don't think it's necessary, it is going to be nice to dive deep into the lore of the books and get deeper into that. So I'm 100% for that. I've always felt that the films didn't do justice whatsoever to the novels, okay? The novels are like 10 times better than the films, kind of way it always ends up being with films. But yeah, I think with Harry Potter even more so. So yeah, am I, gonna enjoy this? I think I will, but at the same time, I still feel it's kind of unnecessary. Let's tell other parts. Let's go into different realms of the wizarding world and just broaden that thing out. But again, that's just my opinion. It also notes the series will feature a new cast to lead a new generation of fandom, full of the fantastic detail, much-loved characters, and dramatic locations that Harry Potter fans have loved for over 25 years. Finally, it revealed that it appears each book will be adapted into a single season. The press release says each season will be authentic to the original books and brings Harry Potter and these incredible adventures to new audiences around the world. And here you got J.K. Rowling's response to this. Max's commitment to preserving the integrity of my books is important to me, and I'm looking forward to being a part of this new adaptation, which will allow for a degree of depth and detail only afforded by a long-form television series. Long-form television series, long-form storytelling. Absolutely the selling point of this thing. You start looking at those latter books, okay? I think the film adaptations of the first two books were solid. The third was like, you could have did a little bit better. 4, 5, and 6. Nah, they need to go back and redo those, okay? And really dive deep into those 3 books, because those 3 books, that's where the chunk of the lore really comes from, okay? And how broad the storytelling is. And then 7, I think they did okay, but they had to split that into 2 films, right? For the 7th book, but I think they did an okay job with the 7th book as well. But yeah, long form storytelling, you can go super deep, you can get super detailed, and I think that was absolutely a selling point to J.K. Rowling and to all the Harry Potter fans out there. CEO and chairman of HBO and Max, Clancy Bloys, also said, "We're delighted to give audiences the opportunity to discover Hogwarts in a whole new way." He added, "Harry Potter is a cultural phenomenon, and it is clear there is an enduring love and thirst for the wizarding world." Yeah, it broaden it, okay? Broaden it. That's all I got to say. Make it bigger, not just the books. In partnership with Warner Brothers Television and J.K. Rowling, this new Max original series will dive deep into each of the iconic books that fans have continued to enjoy for all these years. Yeah, and this guy right here, this guy Clancy Bloys, yeah, he ain't no stranger to the game. He already knows what's up. This article on Deadline, HBO and Max boss Casey Bloys deflects questions about J.K. Rowling trans controversy's impact on the Harry Potter series. This guy don't even want to hear it, okay? He's like, no. We're not answering questions about that. Let's get into this article. It's kind of cool. Despite author J.K. Rowling coming under fire during the pandemic for her comments on transgender issues, Warner Brothers has boldly stood by the Harry Potter and Wizarding World architect. I mean, no kidding, right? No shit. You got Harry Potter in your pocket. What are you about to do? Just piss all of that away? Okay? Of course they're going to stand by J.K. Rowling. In particular this morning when it was made official that Warner Brothers Discovery had greenlit a Harry Potter Max streaming service or streaming series. Casey Bloys, chairman and CEO of HBO and Max Content, was asked by a member of the media whether it would be a challenge for Max to attract talent to the series, giving her controversial comments. Bloys bluntly responded, "I don't have a comment on that today." This cat said, "No comprende." ¿Qué? No comprende. I have no idea what you're talking about. We're not talking about that today. No, I don't think this is the forum to discuss that, he said. That's a very online conversation, obviously very nuanced and complicated, and not something we're going to get into. Next question. We ain't talking about it, okay? That's the way all of these studios should handle any kind of questions like this, okay? Hey, I don't understand what you're talking about. That's something for Twitter. Y'all take over to Twitter. Ask Twitter people that nonsense, okay? I got a show to make, and that's what we're focusing on today, all right? We're not focusing on that. You go ahead and take these questions over to the Twitter. He says it right here. That's a very what? Online conversation. That's not here. No, you take that crap over to Twitter and the Twitter mob and all of that stuff, and you see what those people have to say. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and see what Twitter has to say.
The turf wants more money and to erase Daniel Radcliffe's Harry Potter, but she won't be able. I hope this shit flops hard. Fuck you, HBO Max, and anyone who supports this is siding with transphobes. I don't care. Fuck you, Cal.
Ah man, this stuff is gonna be glorious to watch. I can't wait till the show come out. When the show come out, these people gonna absolutely lose it, and I'm here for every bit of it. Once again, I'm begging you all, don't stream this. Don't give any more time, attention, or money to anything Harry Potter related. JKR has been reported to be profiting off of this. It's all a money grab for fear of losing relevance. She is a shit human being. Don't support shit. I'm here for every bit of it, man. These people crying. Oh my God, this is going to be awesome. The Harry Potter reboot is a fit. And then he shoot him out. Yeah, I saw the trailer for this little penguin show. This looks like it's going to be pretty good too. Yeah, the people are just going to be crying though. They're remaking Harry Potter again, either because they're not creative enough to come up with new ideas. Well, I've said that as well. That'll sell. Or because Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson all spoke out against J.K. Rowling's transphobia, and she doesn't want them associated as... Hey, maybe that's the case, okay? Maybe that's the case. She just don't want... That's what I said. Hey, let's get a new cast that I don't have to worry about that crap with. I've been very clear on how I'm not transphobic, but if these cats want to rock with the woke mob, let them walk. You know what? We'll get some new actors, and we'll start all over. Although, I'm not sure what Rupert Grint has said. I haven't heard anything directly about Rupert Grint. It's a possibility that he said something. I just missed it. But I haven't heard anything. I was thinking this cat might be the only one that comes back. He could be Arthur Weasley or whatever. He could come back and play Arthur and be the Weasley dad. Hey, he's old enough at this point, I think, or somewhere in that range, so he might be good.
Can we all pretend that the Harry Potter show isn't happening, like no one even mentions it from now on? We don't even talk about it. It just doesn't exist. Treat that show the way HBO Max treats its queer shows.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like Hogwarts Legacy all over again. Sorry to tell you, Nella. Look at all the damn numbers and signs and all this stuff sitting in their bio. Absolutely hilarious. We got some video action. Let's listen to this one.
So, HBO Max just announced that they are reviving Harry Potter and doing a Harry Potter reboot over the next 10 years. So, I guess I am going to have to find an eye patch and a hook if I want to watch Game of Thrones, Last of Us. I guess it's not Game of Thrones anymore. It's House of the Dragon. But Last of Us, anything from HBO, I can't justify paying for. J.K. Rowling wants me dead.
Man, you gotta love how delusional these cats are and how bent out of shape they get over this woman just trying to make a living. So this cat is about to go and pirate. I gotta be a pirate now and pirate all of my HBO Max stuff I can no longer afford to pay for. And that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. Hope you don't get caught. But I wouldn't have put this out definitely on that. And did you hear the last part?
J.K. Rowling wants me dead.
Nah, I think the only thing I've really heard is that J.K. Rowling just wants women to be women, okay? The animal species on this planet have a male-female dynamic. That's just all the ways it's always been, okay? And so people that want to be women, okay, but they're not women, she's like, yeah, okay. But that don't take away from the real women that's out there. These are actual real women that were born women and that biologically are women or female or whatever you want to call it. And there's a ton of people that agree with her, okay? There's a ton of trans people that agree with her. I look at this hashtag, I stand with J.K. Rowling, and sometimes I read through this thing just to see what people are saying. And half of them are trans people, okay? Half of them are trans. And they say, I stand with her, okay? She's right. I'm not a woman. I'm not a woman in the traditional sense. I'm a trans woman or whatever the case may be, or a trans man, and they'll just say, hey, look, she's right. There is such a thing as biology. But yeah, people are just losing their ever-loving minds on this stuff. It's absolutely hilarious to watch. I'm here for all of that just as much as I am for the deep dive into the Harry Potter series. But you guys let me know what you think about this entire reboot, all the fallout that's about to come from it. It's going to be absolutely hilarious. Go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.